Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video, we discussed string formatting using uh, string modulo and format method. In this video, we will discuss f string, which is actually advanced method for string formatting. So first of all, why we need f string as we already have like format method and string modulo to format the string. So first and foremost, it is faster than them, and also we will see that it is more readable, more concise. Also, it is quite less prone for errors compared to other formatting methods. So let us see. Let us dive in. First, let us check the syntax. So let us see how we can do it. Let us start with simple example that we already used in last video. A is equal to 45, B is equal to 50, and let us say we want to add them. A that is equal to A plus B, and so now using format method, we will print it like this. Print the sum of placeholder and placeholder is placeholder dot format A B added. Okay. Now what is happening here is like we are saying the sum of and then curly braces and curly braces is space curly braces. So it is like it doesn't say anything about these curly braces. Whereas in F string, first thing it will start with F and then string. And instead of using format method, we will simply place the variables within the braces itself. B and added. Now you see, first thing it is more readable like the sum of A and B is added. Also, it is like we know that what particular value we are putting in here. So you can see it is like more readable in that sense. Also, it is a bit more concise, like you are not using anything, any method or something like that. So let us run and see it. So if you run it, you will see both of them are exactly same. Okay. Now let us see a bit more about it, like what other advanced things that we can do with it. So here we have this added already computed. Other than that, you can simply say that compute it in place like A plus B. See? So F-string also allow us to use expressions instead of just variables. For example, we can add A plus B instead of adding here before and then placing added here. Also, it allow us to use functions, not only just expressions. Like we can define a function like add num x y return x plus y. Now we can simply call it here. You see, it facilitates with quite a few extra utilities, you know. So you can do many fancy things with fstring that is that you cannot do with format or uh, string modulo approach. Also, you can do multi-line formatting, like instead of using three formats, you can simply use one format, you know. So this is simply, but you need to add, you cannot do this will not work. So if you need to use a new f string for each and every new line, you know, otherwise that won't work. If I will run this, it won't process these. It will simply consider them as a string. Let us run and see it. You see, here it is not putting the values of a, b, and a plus b. So to do multi-line formatting, you need to add f string for each and every new line. To add new line, you can simply add slash n so that it will print at new line, and that's it. So this is like multi-line f string formatting. So let us run it and see it. See. So let us go ahead and check about the speed, that what we said earlier, like it is better compared to format or string modulo based string formatting. So let us, so we will use time it module to check the speed. So let us import it first. So import time it, and let us, so it accepts a sequence of Python code in triple quotation mark, and then that will be used to evaluate it. So let us say we want to use this expression, and then simply use this as a formatting. So this will be our code block that we want to run and time it. Okay, so let us simply time it. So let us assign it to a variable like code format is equal to this. Okay, now we can simply say print time it dot time it, and then code, and let us run it like 1,000 times so that we will get some reasonable, let us say 100,000 times. Okay, and then we will see like how much time it took. Let us comment this out and let us run it. So it took around 50 milliseconds. And now let us try the same thing with string modulo. So let us say code modulo. Now let us try to use, so we will use %d, %d, and %d, and instead of format we'll use percentage. Okay, now let us run the same time it method again and see how much time it takes, and then say instead of code, let's say code modulo. Okay, let us run it again. So you see, so I mean, string modulo is slightly faster compared to format method. Now let us see our f string, the king. So in that you need to use f, and then we use a, b, and then let us say edit and remove the remaining part. Okay, now you see. Now let us run this one and see that how much it is faster. Definitely it will be faster, as I told. Let's see. Magic. So you see, so format is slightly slower, f string is definitely quite faster compared to both of them. So you see, not only it is better readable, concise, as well as less prone to the errors, it is faster as well. So why we use format and string modulo. If we have the option to use fstring, definitely use it. So let us see a few tricks that you should remember. For sometimes what happens, you need to add quotation marks as well within the string. So that's what you need to remember, that how you can add it. So let us do that. So let us comment this out. Now let us say we want to print f string, the sum of a and b is added. Okay. Let's say that we want to add quotation marks around a, b, and added single quotation mark. So how we will do it? So let us write a, b. So it is saying it is error. So like it won't allow us to add single quotation marks around the operands. So how we will do it? So when we need to add single quotation marks, we start with double quotation. That's it. Now we can add single quotation mark and it won't complain. Let us run it. And now let us say that we want to add both single quotation as well as double quotation. Then what we will? Then you can use any of them. For example, at the moment we are using double quotation mark. And if you want to add double quotation mark as well, it will complain, but we can escape it. You see, now it won't complain simply. So that's trick number one. So when we want to use quotation marks within the string, either we use escaping, or if we need only one of them, use the other as a boundary of the f string. Okay. Okay, let us see a similar example is dictionary. Like when we need to access values in dictionary, we need to use key, which is either you can use single quotation mark or double quotation mark. It's the same thing. For example, let us say we have a math tick. Now, if you want to say we want to use the same string and we want to simply access the value of a here. So how we will do it? We can simply say, and we need to say here because we are using a double quotation mark here. So we can only use single quotation mark here. That is A. Okay. And if you are using single quotation mark here, use double quotation mark here simply. That's the trick. So you learn both of them. So let us say we want to use here. But remember that you cannot use escaping inside the braces. You cannot say something like this. Remember this. It will be always an error. So if you are using double quotation as a F string boundary, use single quotation to access the values from dictionary. Okay. So we can access the similar way B as well as sum. So let us run it and see it. So just say, so see, it won't complain simply. One more trick that you need some time when you need to print braces itself in F string. So how we do it? So let us say we want to add braces around our A, B, and sum. So how we will do it? Let us see. So simply copy it. Actually copy this simple method. Don't make it too complex. And what we will do is, so to aid braces around operands, simply aid braces with a space. Okay, like this. And now it will add braces around A. So let us run and see it. You see, now it added braces around A. Now if you want to add more braces, now this is tricky. If you want to add more braces, for each and every brace, you need to add two curly braces, not just once. The first one comes with just one, but further ones comes with group of curly braces. So let us see that. What does that mean? So if I will do this, it won't add another curly braces. It will be only one curly braces. You see here. Now, if I need to add one more curly braces, I need to add one more to get the another one. So after first one, you need to add two curly braces to get one in the formatting. Okay. Now let us talk about templates. So templates are mainly useful when we have like a situation where we don't know whether we will get all the inputs for formatting. So let us see what does that mean and with example. Let us see we have this example again. Let's say from string import template. Okay. Now let us create a formatting. Template is equal to template and then simply add the string like the sum of $a. So here instead of using percentage d or something like that, we use $a. This is like a variable that will be replaced with when we substitute it. Okay, a and $b is dollar sum. So in this template, we have three placeholders, $a, $b, and $sum that we will replace with using substitute method. So how we will do it? Print template dot substitute a is equal to a, b is equal to b, and sum is equal to added. Okay, so let us run and see it. You see the sum of 45 and 50 is 95. Okay. Now let us see that where it is useful. So let us see that user has not provided us with summation or thus addition. So what will happen? Let us remove and see it. So it will complain like sum is missing. But save substitute, we have another method which will help us here. So let us use that. So now it won't complain with that error. Let us run and see it. So you see, it simply prints like $sum is missing. So to conclude, let us see that when to use what. So if we are getting data which is generated by the user, use template because you're not 100% sure that you will get all the data that is required to format the string. And if you are using Python version 3.6 plus, definitely use fstring. Elsewhere, use format. So I think that's quite enough explanation for string formatting in Python. In the next video, we will start discussing about operators in Python. Also, to watch more content like this, subscribe to the channel. And bye for now. Thanks for watching. Take care.